Hello everybody, how are you all doing? I hope you're all okay and that the weather's treating you nice. At the moment it's nice and sunny here, but it has been raining for probably a couple of hours just before the sun came out a few minutes ago. So yes, hi, my name's Jean, if you haven't seen one of my videos before, and it is mostly unboxing videos that I do on this channel with the odd little bit of extra stuff thrown in occasionally. But yeah, so today is an unboxing video and I might as well get straight to it, hadn't I? It is the, let's see, we're in March, aren't we? It's the March ScrawlrBox art supplies box. So let's see what we've got in here. And before I go any further, I'll say straight up, I apologise. I didn't do last month's ScrawlrBox challenge. I just didn't seem to be able to make the time for it. And then when I did, I was used as a feline sofa. Louis staying in the house quite a bit now. When especially when the weather's bad, and we try to encourage him to stay indoors at night as well. And he's turning very much into a lap cat. At the moment, he's asleep on the settee over that side, and all being well, he'll stay there for a good couple of hours. And I won't be a feline settee for a little while. Anyway, here we go. Let's get this fella open. So I've not seen any video, I've purposefully not watched any videos from anyone else that gets ScrawlrBox. I've not been on the Facebook page, so I don't know what the challenge is and what the supplies are in this box. So you seeing it for the first time is the same as me seeing it for the first time as well. Okay, so opening it up, and this is what we've got. Oh yeah, next time I do a video, someone suggested on one of my other ones that they would prefer to see like a tabletop view more rather than me talking to the camera. So I will try and make that a possibility, but I have to do a little bit of juggling around first. Right, so let's see what we've got. So there's a print from this month's featured artist, who is Katrina Young. She's an Australian fine artist and illustrator. Her artwork spans many mediums and themes, but at its heart, Kat's work aims to tell a story. Often full of whimsy and a hint of nostalgia, much of her artwork is influenced by her own experiences, be it an interesting alleyway she found in Shinjuku, Japan, the sun through the trees on an afternoon dog walk, the soundtrack to her favourite movies, or her personal battles with chronic illness. And there's a whole load of links underneath here. We've got a website for her, there's her Instagram, a YouTube, a TikTok, and there's a Patreon as well. So I'll put all that information in the info block downstairs. So if any of you want to have a look at it, it's there for you. Let's see, I'll open the magazine before the paper package. Okay, so we've got Scrawlzine number 91 here, and this also tells us about the contents of the box, so I'll open that up now and we can go through it all together. So we've got this month's sticker that I was holding upside down with Katrina's artwork as the subject. We have got a pad of Bristol board paper, and this is a sketch tile. It says this light surface Bristol board is the ideal paper for gliding those Copics across the page. Oops, which is going to give you a clue about some of the other contents of this box. I've got a few Copic markers, but these will add to that, so that's pretty good going, because they're not cheap individually. I had a look at maybe getting some a few months ago, and I thought, nah, I really need to sell a kidney to do that, so it's not something else that I've looked at since, so getting the ones in this box is going to be a nice addition to the few that I've already got. We have got the ScrawlrBox 91 card, and the Scrawler challenge is Feminine Energy, so that's going to be an interesting to do. Let's see. The Sweetie of the Month is a Refreshers Sour Apple Flavoured Chew strip. Now, if you're familiar with Refreshers, they usually come, the standard ones were always about that big and probably about that thick, quite chunky sweets, and they were lemon chews with a sherbet filling. Always so nice. I think I've had this sour apple flavour before, and as I remember, I really liked it, so that's very nice to have. Then we've got a Derwent's graphic pencil. It says, mix it up, not just for sketching, try layering your graphite pencil on top to add texture and definition. That's that little fella. I'm not going through the prices at all, am I? Let's have a look. Right. So the Bristol board pad retails at £2.99. The pencil is £1.85. And then we've got, try and get them in some sort of order. We've got a Staedtler pigment liner with a 0.8 nib, and it says this bleed-proof liner is the ideal pairing for details and outlines with your Copics. That one retails at £2.95. Right, and now we're up to the money bit, the Copic markers. We've got a E31 in brick beige. There is a G02 in spectrum green. And the last one is a V15 in mallow. And that's that one. And they're all double-ended. Says Copics are super juicy, making them ideal for blending. These Copics feature a brush nib and a bullet nib, so you can swatch up your line work in an instant. As I say, this is the money shot. These bad boys, the recommended retail price of them, and remember it is only a recommended retail price, so you might find them cheaper on some websites, but these retail at £5.49 each, so just in them three alone there's over 15 quid's worth of stuff. So yes, this is one of the reasons why I think ScrawlrBox is good value, because more often than not, when you tot up the cost of the contents with the recommended retail prices, it always comes to more than the cost of the box. So yeah, let's have a look. We'll have a quick squint through the magazine. So we've got a sit down with ScrawlrBox number 91 featured artist Katrina Young. A couple of pages there. And then we've got some Scrawler tips and things to try. So I'm going to be having a go with those later on. I'm really going to try and make the time to do this challenge. I've got a fair bit of work coming up in April. So I don't know how well I'm going to do, but I'm going to try. Then we've got some scrawler tips, artist advice, correcting mistakes and feather blending. And we've got Scrawler Gallery, which was the dish of the day one. Yeah, there you go. There's the accepted submissions there. Yeah, mine isn't there. I didn't really expect it to be, but you know, you kind of always hope a little bit. Then we've got a Scrawler top 3. Keris Clark, Jax and Danielle Fraser. There's examples of their work on those 2 pages. And then we've got a little join our Scrawler community Facebook. And yeah, the Facebook group is a really good one. I am actually on there, and there's always lots of people putting lots of things on there. It's always interesting to see other people's take on things. Right, so we've got a Scrawler extra on the last 2 pages, and it's titled Icons and Eyebrows, and it's Frida Kahlo, another artist that had chronic illnesses, and we've got a photo of her on here where she's working from a bed. That's going to be an interesting to read. And then we've got a Join Us Live on Thursday the 27th of April at 6 p.m. in the UK. I know there was one this month as well, and I totally forgot about it. I was probably working that night, to be fair, so I wouldn't have been able to participate anyway, because I wouldn't have been here. But yeah, that's the contents of this month's ScrawlrBox. So I'm going to do a little bit of putting my thinking cap on and seeing what I can come up with. Yeah, sorry about my hair as well. I'm working later on, so I got a shower and washed it, so it looks like I've either just come out of a rainstorm or I've dipped my head in lard, and it's neither. It's just wet from the shower. And I've got some different nail varnish on as well. I can't remember the colour of it off the top of my head, but it is a Bee's Knees Lacquer one that I bought from Rainbow Connection, and this is it. Can I get to it easily? Yes, I can. Hang on just a second. I boxed everything straight up this time as soon as it came, just so I don't misplace anything, because we had a mad tidy up a few weeks ago, and I've got a full little brown box that's been put somewhere and I can't remember where, and it's got a bunch of nail varnishes in that I've not used yet because I didn't box them up, stupidly enough. I left them just in the postage box. Yep, this is it. And this is an absolutely lovely polish. If I see if I can get it into the light there, you can't. It's not really. It has a little bit of a disco ball effect, but that's what it looks like in the bottle. If I move my head out of the way and try and just focus on the bottle. And this one is called Dreams That Are Answered 2.0. And it's from a collection called A Court of Pain and Feels 2.0. As I say, it's made by BKL, Bee's Knees Lacquer. You might be able to get it in some places, that have still got some BKL stock, but otherwise, because BKL are closing the doors, it's not one that's in production, and whether they are ever going to reopen and whether it will ever be in production again, I really don't know, but it is beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. Polish. Okay, so I'm getting a little bit sidetracked now, so I'm going to clear off. Have a great day, everyone. I hope your weekends are lovely. Look after yourselves and take care of each other. Probably take your gloves and your brolly with you. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.